Hello and welcome. My name is Ahmad with the Santa Barbara Public Library, and I wanted to share with you how to utilize our awesome business resources to conduct market research for free. Yes, you heard that, with your library card for free. This information is helpful for current and prospective business owners as well as entrepreneurs. Now, to get to these resources, you will need to start at our library's main page. You can go to sbplibrary.org. You can also see the link in the description. Once you get to our main page here, if you hover over collections and resources and scroll down to the library databases and resources button here and click it, it should bring you to this page here. It's going to give you a list of all our library databases and resources. If you scroll down, you will see business resources. Now, we've already done a video on Reference USA. This video is going to be focused on SizeUp. And SizeUp is a business intelligence tool that provides industry competition, potential customer base, and location analytics. Once you click the link there, it should bring you to the SizeUp homepage here. Now, one thing you should know before jumping into SizeUp is that SizeUp is going to have industry analysis and demographic information that's specific and hyper-local to Santa Barbara, Goleta, Carpinteria, and Montecito. So localized research, SizeUp. Nationwide research, you can use our other business tool, Reference USA. So for this example, I'm going to act as if I have a coffee shop in town. So what we're going to do is we're going to do enter your industry, and we could go in here and do coffee, and you could do some options here, but we're going to do a coffee shop, and we're going to do Santa Barbara, California under the first tab for business and industry analysis. I'm going to hit create, and now it's going to give us to this page here. In the revenue, and anyone can do this also from home, you could just put in some random numbers in there. I want to maybe do my business makes, let's just say $500,000, 500,000 a year. And I want to run this report. Now what this is going to do is this is going to give us how our business stacks up or sizes up to the competition in town. So right off the bat, I see that my business is running under the average in Santa Barbara. So the average coffee business in town's annual revenue is about $675. Ours is at $500,000. It also gives you information on the average for the county, for the state of California, as well as the nation. So it's good information there. It's going to give you some awesome maps or graphics, average business annual revenue by zip code, and it's color coded by zip code here. So, you know, this kind of area over here, looking like you might want to open one in that area there as well. Then you can, you know, enter. So we say we opened ours in 2016 and run, give you the different kind of information on in the same year, how many businesses started in your county and the country and the state, just to give you an idea of how you, like I said, your business stacks up to the competition, and also gives you also information on how, you know, the salaries or number of employees. It's going to give you information on the revenue per capita, in the zip revenue by zip codes as well, total revenue. So how much of these areas or these people are spending or making combined in their respective zip code. Local turnover rate in terms of, and it's given it for the restaurants and other eating places. So just hires and separations. And what's nice are healthcare, and you could do a summary view, or if you scroll all the way to the top here, there's a nice PDF option. It's going to prepare a really nice put together report. And this is really good information if you're putting together a business plan or needed to, you know, extract some information out from that as well. And that was under the business tab. Now these four right here are going to match the original four on the main screen that we saw. So we're just going to hop right over to the next tab, which is advertising. And then under advertising, it's going to give you a few options here. You do just, and this is still under the best place to advertise, and we're still in coffee shop industry here. Now, if you wanted to switch that up, you hit modify on the left, and you can change that as well. But what's nice, it's going to give you a list of zip codes down here with the highest combined business revenue in the coffee shop industry. So it looks like 93003 Ventura has one of the combined highest totals of revenue. What's also nice about this feature here is you can also search by the most underserved markets. And what this is going to tell you is going to give you a list of zip codes with the lowest amount of revenue generated by the residents, and just kind of give you an idea. So maybe it's an underserved market, or is maybe a lot of people there are spending their money elsewhere. If you were to open one in that community or near on one's that side of town, it might be a good idea. So just to give you kind of an idea of how, or local areas or different areas that you can look into for opening your business or expanding if you're thinking about, looking at other markets in the area. And then that was with the advertising tool. Under the competition tab here, it's going to kind of give you, maps out all your competitors. So like I said, this is localized to Santa Barbara. So it's going to be kind of all the coffee shops in the area. And then these are the businesses that compete with your business here. But what's nice about this is that if you wanted to, if you know for sure that like, oh, I'm opening one in downtown Santa Barbara, and I'm looking to see where to put it because I would like to sell it to offices, or let's just say law office lawyers. Lawyers drink coffee, for example. So you do that, and this will kind of map out where all these law offices are. And I just can't make it up, but look, all the coffee shops are nearby it as well. So that's a fun thing that you could find with SizeUp. So if you're able to know that your business serves a different type of business, you could look around, through this map here to see where would be strategically a good location for you to put your business in. Now, the buy from other businesses, if we keep the same coffee shop, if we were looking for like, okay, we want to sell coffee, but we also want to sell pastries. You can search for pastries or businesses that are like bakeries, for example, that you can buy from as a supplier that you would sell in your coffee shop. So that would be the competition tab there. And then for the final tab, it's probably its strongest feature with SizeUp. It's demographic tab. It's the information that you will be receiving, that you'll be seeing here, will give you a demographic overview. You can do it by consumer expenditures or by labor force. And just right off the bat for demographic, it gives you its projected so it goes with 2018 actual, projected 2021. This obviously will get updated as soon as more information comes in. SizeUp will be probably grabbing their information from public directories, filings, public census, public records, also from business-facing companies and data compliers and suppliers. So just right off the bat here, it's giving you the information on age distribution by the different ethnicities that live in Santa Barbara, the household incomes and labor force, and you can look through all that. When it gets to consumer expenditures here, it's going to give you on average how much they're spending in the household per year, and also the total, and you would basically add this number plus 3 zeros at the end, and that's for the city of Santa Barbara and how much money is being spent. And we also get that information as well, and then gives you the labor force information of where the businesses, how many people, what industries do they serve, and that's Santa Barbara City as a whole. Now, where it gets good also is that you can search around an address within a boundary or for a place. And the within a boundary is a really nice feature, especially if you know enough about your industry that you're able to separate where you'd want to pull specific information. So let's say that I was the coffee shop and I wanted to search within a boundary of demographic information because I wasn't sure if I was going to open a second location on the east side, for example. So based off of my idea, I wanted to, let's see, this is kind of, I've been able to determine that, this is kind of the area that I want to serve. So we're going to create this custom boundary, and you could create any boundary you want in Santa Barbara in the area. You can do it, I think, as small as like a 4x4 block. So you can get real detailed in there. And this also is really good for people that have a limited number of money to spend on marketing. So you can look at different boundaries that you make to see the demographic information to see if it's even worth spending money to market in that area or in that neighborhood, for example. So we're just going to do a demographic overview and hit continue. And then we want to create it for, let's do labor force in this case, just because we want to get an idea of kind of where, so businesses are land. So you got about 92 businesses that have 20 to 49 employees that are in this area here. So that's pretty good. It's your coffee shop, for example. And you can look at the different industries in that area as well. See what the highest where people are in that block or that big square boundary. Where are they? Majority are working in. Office and administrative support, 11, almost 12%, which makes up roughly almost 2,000 people. So, and that's how you would use the boundary feature. So it's good if you had an idea of the type of consumer in mind, whether that's a demographic stats analysis, or if you're looking at it through a labor, or if you're looking at consumer expenditures, or if like, oh, I want to know this boundary, you have somehow found that there's a correlation with, apparel and coffee, and you see that this area has there's a high number of money generated or being spent on apparel, and you've also noticed that there was, with that, and a higher number of people do purchase coffee, then it would make sense to look into that as well. So that is the demographic and boundary feature for SizeUp, and it's a really cool tool. We encourage you to check it out. And if you have any questions about SizeUp, or if you are stuck, please contact us at the library. We can set up a one-on-one research consultation and walk you through. And we can also assist you in finding that, the market research that you're looking for, or what tools to use, and connect you that way. Thank you very much for your time, and hope it all goes well.